Today I have a very special book read for you. I am going to be reading a book that I have already read on this channel, and that is The House of Salt and Sorrows by Erin A. Craig. So feel free to play this in the background or close your eyes, whatever makes you comfortable, okay? Let's start with today's read. So I already read 2 chapters of this book, and I would very much like to start with the third chapter. Third chapter. Okay, let's start from chapter number 3. Let's go. Here we go. Chapter number 3. That woman, Hannah spat out as she finished unfastening the tiny jet buttons running down the back of my dress. She helped me step out of it before pushing back her salt and pepper curls with a huff. Using what was supposed to be Eulalie's day to announce such a startling news would gall. Camille flung herself backwards onto my bed next to Ligia, rumpling the embroidered coverlets. I can't stand her. She twisted her voice into a high-pitched mockery of Marella's. And just like the god of light wiped me with his sun, my son will be a shining sunny ray of sunlight like the sun, my son. Camille buried her snort in a pillow. She could have chosen her timing with better care, Rosalie admitted, leaning against the bedpost, twirling the end of her russet braid. The triplets, identical in every way, had a shade of auburn hair and envied, completely different from the rest of us. Of all my sisters, Eulalie had been the fairest. Her hair, nearly blonde but not quite, was darkest, the same shade as the black sun sand, unique to the island-chained beaches. I released the garters around my thighs with a low hum of agreements. Though I was happy for her and Papa, the news truly ought to have been announced a later date. Rolling the drab, dark stockings down my legs, I wondered what Marella's trousseau was filled with. Had Papa lined it with white silk hose and ribbons and laces, thinking a new wife would put an end to his bad luck? I threw a black voile nightgown over my head, whisking away thoughts of satin underskirts and jewel-toned dressing robes. What does it mean for us if it is sun? Leonore asked from the window seat. Will he become heir? Camille sat up. Her face was puffy from crying, but her amber eyes were sharp and peevish. I inherit everything, then Annalie, whenever the curse claims me. No one is being claimed, I snapped. That's a bunch of nonsense. Madame Morella does not think so, Hannah said, stretching on tiptoes to hang my dress in the armoire. The row of its identically shaded companions depressed me. They are in mourning. That we are cursed? Rosalie asked. That you girls will inherit first. I heard her talking to your aunt, Lisbeth, gushing about how in her stomach is the next duke. Camille rolled her eyes. Maybe that's how they handle things on the mainland, but not here. I'd love to see the look on her face when Papa corrects her. Sinking onto the chaise, I pulled the light through over my shoulders. I'd never fully warmed up after my walk in the rain, and Morelas' announcement had cast a further chill in my heart. Ligia tossed a bolster back and forth. So your husband would become the 20th Duke of Salin? If I wanted, Camille replied, or I could be Duchess in my own right and let him carry on as a consort. Surely Berta taught you all this ages ago. Lydia shrugged. I try not to remember anything governesses say. They are all so dreary. Besides, I was 8th born. I hardly expected to inherit anything. As 6th daughter, I certainly understood how she felt. Born in the middle, I now stood second in line. The night after Eulalie died, I couldn't sleep, feeling the heavy weight of new responsibilities pressing on my chest. The Thomas crest, a silver octopus with arms flailed, grasping a trident, scepter and feather, dotted the architecture in every room of Highmore. The one opposite my bed stared down with an importance I'd never noticed before. What if something happened to Camille, and suddenly everything fell to me? I wished I had spent more time on my history lessons and less at the piano. Camille taught me how to play. We were stair-stepped, the closest in age of all the sisters save the triplets. I was born 10 months after her, and we grew up as best friends. Whatever she did, I was eager to follow after. When she turned 6, Mama gave her lessons on the old upright in Apollo. Camille was an apt pupil and showed me all she learned. Mama gave us 4-hand versions of all her favorite songs, soon deeming us proficient enough for the grand piano in the playroom. The house was always full of music and laughter as my sisters strolled around the house, dancing to the songs we played. I spent so many afternoons on that cushioned bench, pressed close to Camille as her hands traveled up and down the ivory keys. I'd still rather play a duet with her than the most perfect solo, all on my own. Without Camille next to me, the music felt too weak by half. Miss Annalie. Drawn from my reverie, I looked up to see Hannah's eyes on me, eyebrows raised. Did she say how far along she is? Morella? She thinks 3 months, maybe a little more. More? Camille smirked. They have only been married 4. Leonor left the window and joined me on the chaise. Why does she bother you so much, Camille? I'm glad she's here. The Graces love having a mother again. She is not their mother, or ours. She doesn't even come close. She's trying, Leonora allowed. She asked if she could help plan our ball. We can use it as our debut since we can't go to court during mourning. You can't throw a ball either, Camille reminded her. But it's her 16th birthday, Rosalie sat up, a pout marring her face. Why does everything fun have to be put on hold for a whole year? I'm tired of mourning. And I'm sure your sisters are tired of being dead. But that's how we did this, Camille exploded, pushing off the beds. She slammed the door behind her before any of us could stop her. Rosalie blinked. What's gotten into her? I bit my lip, feeling as though I should go after her, but too tired for whatever fight might ensue. She's missing Eulalie. We all miss her, Rosalie pointed out. A blanket of silence descended over us as our thoughts drifted back to Eulalie. Hannah roamed the room, lighting tapers before lowering the gas sconces until they flickered out. The candelabras cast wavering shadows to the corners of the room. Leonore stole part of my throw and burrowed under it. Do you think it would be so very wrong to go along with Morales' plan to have a ball? We only turn 16 once. We can't help it that everyone keeps dying. What is she saying? I don't think it's wrong to want to celebrate, but think of how Camille feels. Neither of us debuted. Elizabeth and Lily didn't either. So celebrate with us, Rosalie offered. It could be a grand party to show everyone that the Thomas girls aren't cursed and everything is fine. And we don't turn 16 for 3 weeks. We could mourn until then and just stop, Lydia reasoned. I don't know why you are trying to convince me. Papa is the one who will have to approve it. He'll say yes if Marilla asks him. Rosalie smiled slightly in bed. Well, that's true, not gonna lie. The triplets fell into fits of laughter. There was a knock at my door, and we all hushed, certain it was Papa coming to chastise us for making so much noise. But it was Verity, standing in the middle of the hallway, drowning in a dark nightgown whose size is too big for her. Her hair was mussed, and glittering tracks of tears ran down her face. Verity, she said nothing but held out her arms, begging to be picked up. I hoisted her into an embrace, smelling the sweet warmth of childhood. Though she was sweaty with sleep, goosebumps ran down her bare arms, and she snuggled into my neck, seeking comfort. What's the matter, little one? I rubbed soothing circles over her back, her hair as soft as a baby robin against my cheek. Can I stay here tonight? Eulalie is being mean to me. The triplets exchanged looks of concern. Because Eulalie is dead. She is dead, my friend. This is only the beginning of the horror that they will be facing in a few months. The book starts to get more and more thrilling as you keep reading it. Again, wonderful writing by Erin A. Craig. So, I hope you found this video relaxing and comforting, and cozy and spooky. And I'm so happy that you decided to join me today. Thank you so much, lovely person of planet Earth. Thank you so much. Okay then. Bye-bye. Take care. I love you. Bye-bye. Take care. Take care. Take care. Take care. Bye. Shall I stay? Would it be a sin for us